Yo, what is going on, growmies? Hope y'all are doing well, growing well. Now, growmies, welcome back to one of the most fun grows ever in episode 9 of the Soil vs. Hydro Grow Along with HomeGrownZone. We mainly do a live tent check-in, making observations, and doing routine maintenance. Also, HGZs, deep water culture, and hydroponic update is later in the video. So, be sure to stick around for that, or click the timestamp. Anyways, let's get right into the tent, starting at the beginning of week 2 of flower. Yo, what is going on, growmies? Hope y'all are doing well, growing well. Now, growmies, we are in the middle of maybe like 10 days into flower. And man, the girls are looking amazing. You can see they're stretching. Flower sites are forming, they're very apparent now. You can see right there. Very apparent flower sites, which is good to see. You know, part of me, when I flipped 12-12, I'm like, are they gonna flip? Are they gonna know? They know. And they're flipping. They are full in flower now, so couple more weeks, we should have some big nugs and frost coming in. But yeah, right now, let's just take a little bit of observations. Let's start with this first right corner. This is our Tropicana cookies, our first pheno. And she looks amazing. She has a really indica structure, very bushy, spread out, low and squat to the ground. Exactly how I like it. And the under canopy looks pretty good too. We did some defoliation in the last episode. It's been a few days, and these girls are starting to drink a lot of water. So, as we can see, you guys can see that that's dry. And this is pretty much like half cocoa, so this should not ever get this dry. Luckily, the bottom and the inside is still wet, so the plant's not upset. But we don't want to make sure that we keep drying this thing out too much. And let's do a little smell test. So I'm gonna use this hand. I'm gonna use this finger right here. So just smelling the leaves. Let's see. Fan leaf test. Ooh, okay. Now, I did say a lot of the times that this one was the least favorite pheno scent-wise. But right now, the scent is coming in. It really does have that, like, beginning GMO scent. And a lot of people don't know this. The GMO is a cookie strain. And it definitely has that GMO little garlicky cookie smell right now. But I hope it has that tangy scent, you know, we want that tangy to really come in and give that tropicalness to the cookies. But anyways, that's the first pheno. She looks good. She will need water, so we're going to do that later. But moving on to our next Tropicana cookies. This one has a good scent. Let's see. Different hand. Feeling a fan leaf. Oh, yeah. You know what's funny? Hold on. What the... Okay, hold on. So I was hating on this first pheno, saying it's a weak smell. But that's really not the case anymore. Honestly, they smell very similar, very strong. This one, I would say maybe just smells like, yeah, just a touch more citrusy. It almost smells like that, like the rind part of an orange or something like that, or a lemon or lime. It's the rind part. This one's just a bit sharper than this one. And I definitely like this one more. Looking at the structure of this one in the back, also you can tell just a tiny bit taller, like very minuscule taller, but it is taller. And she looks really happy. Now our next plant, this star dog. Honestly, this is the strongest plant I think in the tent. Branches are thick compared to these ones. I mean, you can see like that's a tiny little branch. This is a big branch. It's a big girl. And she's growing amazing. As we can see, her leaves are like the perfect green, which I'm really happy about. There were a lot of nutrients that she first got introduced to, but she took advantage of those nutrients, and she's growing amazing, which is what I love to see. I love to see a healthy plant all the way through. You know, I usually did say I like to stay on the lower side of nutrition, but now I'm realizing I like to stay like just at the highest point of nutrition. That way the plants stay happy and they keep growing hard. And that's what we see right here. I will have to do another wave of defoliation because these girls are just growing fat leaves, like big leaves. But staying on track, let's see. So send for the star dog. I'll use my pinky to smell this one. Let's see. Again, it's like that chemical Skittle. Honestly, Tropicana cookies are catching up in scent intensity, so I'm happy about that. I wasn't expecting the Tropicanas to hit like the Star Dog scent-wise. They're catching up. I love to see that. And growmies, our last plant is the lamb's bread. Now this one's in the back left corner, you know, she kind of gets a little hidden in the videos. But she's a star, man. Let's go ahead and smell her. This is the most unique plant. Oh my god. It literally smells like an orange cream pop. Growmies, I don't know how else to express it. Orange cream pop. It's got even like a vanilla icing. It's crazy. So this lamb's bread, she's a beaut. She's also starting to stretch out pretty big. And we got a fuck ton of leaves in here. We do have the airflow really high. I did turn down the fans for this video so they're not annoyingly loud. I hope this video is a lot better with the fan noise. But yeah, their plants are looking fucking immaculate. And I'm happy, man. Look at that canopy. Oh my god. But anyways, so this plant needs water. This plant also needs water. Which probably means, I'm just gonna water them all. Yeah, they're starting to get there. That's the thing about these soil cocoa peat moss based mediums. So once they start getting dry, that's when you should water. And they're starting to get dry, so. Also, another thing too, growmies, is I decided to keep this branch down here, which has had STS applications, so we can't touch it anymore. But hopefully this plant will reverse down here and at least pollinate something. We'll see how that goes. I didn't really want to risk the plant or like contaminate the grow space, so I'm just doing the single branch down here. But yeah, time to water. We're just gonna do plain water today. And another thing too, growmies. You know, I see HGZ, I saw these hydro growers, they always have these fancy buckets. They got all this water irrigation shit going on. You know, they're legit, they're doing it right. So I had to join in with them and start doing it the right way. Instead of just pouring the water out, putting it in the bucket stabilizes over time. So I did just turn this off because it's loud and annoying and I didn't want that going on in the video. But we'll give it a second until it turns back on, so. Alright, growmies, and you can hear that. That thing's kind of loud and annoying. But it's starting to get the water, you can see on the corner. And eventually, we will see some water come through. Let's see how long it takes. And finally, growmies, here comes the water. Now, like I said before, I had this device off in the video because it's just loud, like it makes a loud noise. And then also the water drip noises in the background. Sounds like a fountain. But there she goes. And I've been having this run non-stop. I just have a big bucket of Home Depot water. And just plain water. No microbes or anything. Don't really want microbes to start growing prolifically in this bucket. It's gonna smell bad and take over. Probably ruin the filter too with biofilm. But for now, this is what I got going on. I got this little fish filter. Probably will need to get a different one, get a better setup. This thing was only 15 bucks. I'm like, fuck, might as well try it. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, what this thing does is it keeps the water oxygenated. As we can see, little bubbles forming. Before, I was running this thing with just still water, trying out this right here, the Rain Point irrigation, and it wasn't working well with just still water. You know, you can't have still water. You need oxygenated water. So, but yeah, this is the water filter we're using, and the way I've been doing this, let me show you. I'm gonna grab a bucket. Alright, growmies, now the way I've been doing this, I just grab the whole bucket, stick it in like this. Hold on, I don't know if it works with the fish filter. Stick it in like this. See that? Pick it up. Bam. And that's my perfect measurement. Pretty much right to where I need it. Now for these plants, I lied a little bit. I said we weren't going to do any, I said we were only going to do water. We're also going to do in CalMag. I realized that you always got to keep the CalMag consistent and in there. And magnesium is really what helps these plants green up. You need magnesium. So, shake this up pretty good. Can't screw this off in one hand. There we go. Take this off. And I'm just gonna do a splash. Like that's more than enough for this plant. And I also did pH it already, so you, anyways, I'm just gonna mix it with my hand. I can't find my mixer, it's whatever. It's just CalMag. So mix it up. There's the water. I should pH this, but I've been doing it so long this way. We'll pH after. This is probably a big no-no, but it's whatever. So here are these plants. Here's the Tropicana cookies. She's getting a fat cup of water. Fat bucket of water. And there she is. That's all we're gonna do for today. And hopefully that will last at least 2 to 3 days before we need to water again. Anyways, now we're gonna move on to our other plants. And I did tell you guys, like, this thing's loud. But this is the water section, you know, so again, I'm gonna go in like this. Fill this bucket up. Oh, it's really hard to do with one hand. Fill the bucket up. Oh man, you can see how easy this filter got messed up. Oh shit! We're already at the min level, we gotta fill it up more. But, let's keep on going. More CalMag. There we go. And I got a pH, so hold on. I know all the hydro growers. You know what? All I talk about is pH, pH. And then right here, I'm not even pHing, so. At least not accurately. This is how I've always just pH'd the water. And I want to step it up to the next level, but I didn't really come in the tent prepared today to do that. So, I just used acetic acid. I know there's some, there we go, acetic acid. Alright, growmies, so we added in our acetic acid, we added in some CalMag, and we're going to water this startup plant too. I know I did say I was going to check the water, but we'll do that on the next one, because kind of messed up a little bit and ran out of water in our bucket. I need to get like a longer, I need to go all the way down there, so, because it's kind of weird how it only works right there. I need to go all the way down there. Anyways, still watering the Stardog plant. Just waiting for it to soak up the water on the top so we can continuously keep watering. Another thing, so this CalMag, this is organic CalMag, it's chelated. As you can see, it's chunky. So we gotta make sure that we mix that up good when we water. And then now it'll keep getting watered in every time we do water. So there we go, added some CalMag. But yeah, let's do a little pH and see where this is sitting at after a few days. Alright, growmies, let's do a little test, see what this water's been sitting at. You see the water level's a little low, so now it's not running properly. Here we go, got some water. I'm just gonna set that right there. And next, we got these drops, pH drops. Just gonna go ahead and add in just a few drops. Mix it up. And I need to add a little bit more drops than that because this is a lot of volume. Let's go like that. There we go. This should give us a really vibrant color. As we can see, that is green. Green. So, if we look at the green, again, this is hard to do with one hand, groomies. Okay. So, oh, camera stay. So anyways, if we look at the green, we can see it's about 8.0. Which is where it naturally comes out at, so I think just what we were doing worked out perfectly, luckily. But yeah, always pH, double check your pH. The little drops I add brings it down to yellow, so that's what we wanted. So now we're going to continue watering, groomies. Go in, another bucket of water, y'all know the deal. And, okay. So that's pretty cool to know, groomies. We know, I'm gonna turn off the filter now since it's filter mix. So that's pretty cool to know, growmies. We now know that our water pretty much stabilizes around 8.0 pH with nothing added into it. So we do have to continuously add some type of acid in order to keep pH at the correct level. Anyways, we're going to give this lamb's bread some CalMag, give her some water. And I need to find my mixer, so I'll be right back. Okay, growmies, I found this pH pen. I used to use it a lot. But the probe has gotten continuously just worse and worse and worse, and I don't trust this pen anymore, which is why I use the drops. But anyways, it works as a great mixer. So here we go, mixing up these newts. Make sure all that calcium, magnesium is mixed in evenly before we water, that way we don't have fat chunks. And this is the annoying part about getting in the tents. Getting to these back plants. So, move this out the way, move that to the corner. That gives us a shoot down. And let me get my tripod, fuck this. Okay, so now we're gonna go water this plant all the way in the back, which is kind of hard to get to. Ugh. Going here and water this girl. And that should be good. So now lamb's bread is watered. Also, grummies, to note, I just filled up this bucket from the tap, and it smells like chlorine bad. This bucket does not smell like chlorine at all. This bucket smells terrible. So, but we're still gonna water like that because that's how we've been doing it. I definitely need to improve my water setup. So if anybody has any ideas, like, yo, this is what you should do, let me know. But anyways, for now, I'm just gonna do a quick bucket. Add in the CalMag like usual. Gotta keep her CalMagged up. There we go. Just splash CalMag. And these plants are big, so they're gonna eat it up pretty fast. And now, let's go ahead and mix. Let's just see what this pH pen does say. I know it hasn't been wet. The probe isn't moist. But, let's just see what it does say. 7.7, I know that's really wrong. Yeah, grummies, it'll keep going down. It takes a long time. Yeah. Anyways, watering our last plant, which is our trop cookies, all the way in the back here. This water's heavy with one hand, but we got it. Let that soak up. And she dripped down, so we'll get the next one. I'm just gonna soak the whole top. Get it nice and even. And there we go, that's a Tropicana cookie water day. As well as the lamb's bread and star dog plant. Everything got watered today. And let's go see the last little canopy check-in. See from the top. Everything looking happy. Looks like they just drank water. And another thing too, grummies, is we'll do a check-in late tonight before the lights turn off. Just to see how they reacted to the water and environment. But yeah, grummies, appreciate you guys.
Hey growmies, I'm HGZ and welcome back to the Growers Mindset HGZ Grow Along. The Grow Along of the Tropicana cookies. Without further ado, let's move along here. I'll show you what we got growing on. This is the Tropicana cookies, pheno number 1, and she is doing really good. We got her out of that funk that she was in earlier on, where I gave it too much nutrients. And she has really come a long way. She is huge. She's in this 3x3 by herself because her sister is in the flower room already. She grew too big for the 3x3 here. Today we're running it under a 3000, which is 300 watt LED. And they are doing great. Anyway, give you a size here so you can see the difference from the last update. And we are looking at, I would call it 21 inches to the top node. So she has really grown a lot in just the 1 week from last week. And if you think she's big, wait till you see her sister in the flower room. She is enormous. I had to get her out of here. But let's go look at the roots. We are growing under deep water culture. They are doing really good. We got them under the General Hydroponics Maxi Grow finally, and that's what burnt them in the first place earlier on. But we're doing good. She's looking really nice. I did some training in here with all the clothes wires, just bending them and twisting them. These are the lower branches, you know, and trying to get them to alternate over a little. As you can see here, these two are right on top of each other, that one and that one. So I kind of like bent this one over so it wouldn't be growing underneath that. And then pretty much with the other ones over there, I accidentally broke the stem off there. You can see right here at the end, that one snapped. Well, you know, it happens. What are you gonna do? You know how I roll, get tough or get out. So let's head over to the flower room, see what's going on over there. All right, growmies, here we are in the flower room. And by the looks of it, you can't even tell which one I just put in here. You know, by the sheer size of them. But it's right here in front, right there. This is the Tropicana cookies. I took it out of the tent, 3x3, as you can see. We got to get up there and we're going to hack away, do a lot of lollipopping, similar to what I've done to those girls. We're going to come in here and do the same to this one. But this one is really big, growmies. And this one is growing in a rock wool cube. We have a 4-inch cube sitting on top of a 6-inch cube underneath, and it's surrounded by all this lava rock for stability so the plant won't tip over. You got drain holes at the bottom for it to drain into the little container there. And let me tell you something, some of my grows, they do really good in it, and some of them just grow small. But this thing is freaking huge. Let me break out the old tape. See what we got going on here. Just give me a second, growmies. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got growing on here. Let me get down to the base. And we are looking at, I don't know what I would call that, 31 inches. So wow, what a big difference. She's a big girl now. She's in with the big girls. I'm not too happy about the wide nodes in here. It's a little too wide for me, but I'm sure the smoke is gonna be fire. She is really tall, and again, I'm gonna get up here and we're gonna clean her all out, make her look all nicey like the other ones in here. I'm gonna be feeding this one my my Maxi Bloom, so no more grow nutrients for this one. It's just starting on the Maxi Bloom, and it's off to the races from here. Okay, I'm HGZ, and I'm out of here.
Yo, what is going on, growmies? Hope y'all are doing well, growing well. Now, growmies, damn, these plants are stretchy, and look at this. This is the next day after water. Lambsbrand and Stardog are going for the moon. Tropicana Cookies is staying low. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little bit of a tent switch up. Right now, I do have the fans on max speed, but oh man. But since, wait, why can't I pull this? I did have the fans on, okay, anyways. I did have the fans on max speed, but now, groomies, it's time to move them up. Because we can see these plants, they need more distance on the light. So today we're gonna do that. Now, first things first, I don't know, that was like 7-8 clicks. Okay, do a little bit more on this side. I want to get this light up pretty high, actually, as high as it can go. Okay. Ow. We got the light up. Maybe do a little bit more on this side. There we go. Okay, growmies, so we raised the light a lot more and got a lot more space. And since we reached the light, we also got to turn on the power. So, I'm gonna turn up the power. Honestly, I just put it to 100. Bam. I feel like it's not that much brighter and they'll be fine. So there it is, 100% power. It's been a few days since we watered it. Everything's still wet. It looks good down here. It's perfect, beautiful. Yeah, everything's great. And this is good, growmies. Everything's going good. Part of me does want to reverse one of these lamb's breads. Should I do it? I think I'm gonna do it. This orange cream pop's unique, man. Oh my god, it's so unique. I have to do it. Lamb's bread crossed with Tropicana cookies, crossed with Stardog. Fuck. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, growmies, we're back in action. Back to the tent. Now, I think we do have to do some big defoliation. I don't want to, but I think I have to. So I'm just gonna, every day I'm only gonna take off a couple leaves. Like 1, 2, that's it. Actually, I'll take down this one down here. All these leaves. Oh wait. Take off this leaf right here. Take off that leaf. That opens it up a bit more. I don't want to take off too many though. They go pretty quick. Yeah, it looks fine. Midsection still a little crowded for sure. I probably definitely can clean up the mid a little more, but I don't want to stress them yet. I don't want to stress them. I think they're fine. I got great airflow, so. But yeah, growmies here, they're looking good. Also, growmies, checking out our clones. We do have roots all the way down across them, so they're good to go. And it ended up working. All I did was just HP Pro Mix, took a cutting, stuck it straight into dirt, no hormone or anything, and it worked out perfect. So there we go. Yo, what is going on, growmies? Hope y'all are doing well, growing well. Now, growmies, today we have 2 Tropicana cookies right here. We got the Stardog back here, and we got the lamb's bread right here. Now at this point, you can see this one Tropicana cookies is a little bit more yellow than the other plants. The Stardog in the back, super dark green, as you can tell. Lamb's bread pretty much in the middle, and then this Tropicana cookies is a little bit lighter also. So I think I need to up the feed on this one plant. She might need a little bit more nitrogen, a little bit more magnesium. So we're gonna go ahead and give her that. But first of all, let's see, does she actually need water? No. She does not need water. And for all those people who are considering like, oh, soil versus hydro, which one should I do? I will preface right now, if you do choose soil, you can't water right now. I can't feed right now because the soil's still wet. It's super wet. So if I water right now, the plant's just going to be soaked in water, and it's not going to be able to even take advantage of the nutrients. So we got to wait for the dry back period. There's the one thing about soil that's a little bit tough. You don't have that instant fix like you do with hydro. So soil, you got to be a little bit more proactive. And now we know next time we're gonna have to feed this girl a lot of food because she's already hungry. Look at this, she's yellowing a bit. But I will say this is nowhere near like, oh, this is bad. I mean, but it is getting there. You can tell on the camera it's a little yellow, especially compared to her sister right next to her. This one looks a lot better of a plant. Let's do a scent test today. So first, Tropicana cookies. We'll grab a mature fan leaf. Oh wow. It just smells ultra sweet. Like sweet dank weed. Smelling this plant. Ooh. More on the dank side. This one's more on the sweet side. So we got a dank Tropicana cookie so far and a sweeter Tropicana cookies. And then lamb's bread, guys, I swear, this is one of the most special plants I've ever smelled. I'm really glad I got a clone of this. I could see breeding with this plant, honestly. It smells so good. Wow. Wow. If you had this in a cart, if you had this in a dab, holy shit. This is going to be the best weed I've ever grown, I can tell you right now. But moving on to the Stardog. Got one more dank plant to check out. Again, just going through and touching the fan leaves. Woo. Also very sweet. More like an earthy pine. But yeah, this plant is my favorite, the lamb's bread. Anyways, growmies. This is technically like going into week 3 of flower. It's been 14 days now. As we can see right now, the lights actually just turned on. All the supplemental LEDs, so that's pretty cool. You can see the plants look a little bit different shade of color. I can feel the lights now too. But yeah, growmies, plants are looking amazing. I'm really happy with them. Not much to do today. They just gotta keep growing. That's my favorite thing about growing photos. Is once you flip them, pretty much just let them be and let them go. At this point, this is how the tent has been trained. Everything's filled up. We got a full 3x3, exactly how I love to see it. And we got tons of great airflow at the bottom, great airflow at the top. I did turn down the fans because they do get pretty noisy. But let's talk a little bit about the Spider Farmer light. So this isn't just a normal SE3000. As we can tell, we have all these extra wires. Everything's attached with zip ties. And just looking at this, one of my favorite lights. Check it out. It's red. Looks sick. So yeah, growmies, we have all these lights. They look amazing. They're doing work. Putting in work for our girls. And this extra spectrum should really help with our progression grow rates and to help get us better flowers. So but yeah, here's the plants. They all look great. Just want to do like a little talk, checking on the plants. Keep the live sections going. I know you guys like those. So yeah, overall, plants look amazing. This one's getting a little bit deficient. I'll feed as soon as I can. And I'll probably feed all the other ones too, just to keep them on track with the feed. But man, you know, every time I start grows, I look at these nugs, I'm like, is that gonna turn into a big nug? I'm like, it looks all small. Trust me, growmies, they will get big, they just need time. But yeah, week 2 flower. Probably got like 10 weeks to go. We'll have to see though. Every plant's a little different, so. But yeah, appreciate you guys.
Anyways, growmies, the next episode of this series will come out next week. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment. If you haven't seen my other grow/smoke reports, check them out. Keep it up out there, growmies, and stay motivated in this beautiful medicinal hobby. #GROWMIEGANG.